So this is Super Dave, the Forerunner. This is Chef Yoda 4x4 on Instagram, and I'm a chef man on YouTube, and tearing into a 3.0 for the first time. Everybody's, consistently made me believe this is the most nightmarish motor on the planet and so on, and I'm not arguing, I haven't got that far into it yet. So basically what I did first was I just pulled the connector to the airflow meter, pulled those 3 bolts to get this entire assembly out in one piece, and all I did was just connect it here, disconnect it here, and disconnect it down here, and pulled that aside. Pulled the radiator next, with obviously after draining it. Pull the battery first before anything, and obviously it's going to get a lot of cleaning and such, because it took a serious, I think it got stuck actually in mud. But basically the problem here is the head gasket and number 6, and obviously, right, nobody was probably waiting for that revelation. But anyway, I'm going to tear this down. I've never touched one of them. I haven't opened the book yet. I just want to try and get as far as I can without going there, just to see, I know what it's like to have a truck I didn't have any information on, and this before the internet or any of that. It's pretty nuts. So far I did the box, radiator and shroud, fan, pulley, obviously the belts, pulled this pulley and the center pulley for the alternator off. Like I said, the battery first. To loosen this, you just basically loosen this bolt right here, which is a 14 millimeter. Then you come over here with the same 14 millimeter. I just put a ratcheting closed end on this side and a 17 over the teeth of the other end of it, and popped that free, and it just whoop, dropped right down. Took the belt off. For the alternator, it's this bolt right here and this bolt right here. And so far, this has been much easier for me to get to than my 22RE, this stuff. I know the rest of it's a nightmare as far as the lifters and all that, but we'll get there. So I'm just going to do this head gasket. What else did I do? I pulled this, and like many people, they took the cover, which is, everything's back here with the soft top for my first gen. But they took the cover and they cut that top portion out so they could pop it over the studs without having to remove the studs. And I don't know that that's a bad idea, actually, but I might, maybe I'll make a cap for it, whatever. So next I'm going to look into this and see what all the nightmarish dreams that people have about these is, because I know they're extremely tight. The crank bolt, I believe, is as well. As I recall, it's my 22RE is 165 pounds, I believe, and this is 200 something. I just did a Civic that was insane. It took the special tool and every ounce of almost popping a groin to get that thing to break. So but anyway, that's the 3.0 in Super Dave, and believe it or not, it ran like a raped ape with 5 cylinders. I couldn't get it, was dead on that one for sure. And I stopped driving it. I just wanted to see what kind of power it had. Was it likely that it was really rebuilt and all that? And it was, I believe it was. There's not a leak. It doesn't have a single leak on it, and I think they got something wrong in here with the head, or maybe it was warped. Maybe they just didn't do the gasket to those extra specs. But one thing I'll add really quick before I go is this right here, the crossover pipe, which is the most loathed feature in this motor as far as I know, along with that other spark plug in the back over there. But is this crossover pipe. And what I've been mentioned, Engine Builder, Todd from Engine Builder, an excellent dude. If you need Toyota parts, enginebuilder.com. He basically told me that this is one of the biggest problems with these, because it's the variables of heat and all that. And so if you just wrap this with header wrap, at least, it makes a huge difference. 5 to 10 degrees can change a lot of stuff on internal combustion temps and all that. So anyway, it's like I said, I've never touched one of these except for my buddy Redeth on here. He is Redeth005 on Instagram, and he's got one of these, and he's been into them a few times, so I'm sure he'll probably help me out a little bit here. But I'm trying to just dig into it like I was on Stranded and helping somebody on the side of the road so far. And when I get to stuff that I can see tensioners and other things being affected, I'm not gonna screw it up, I promise. All right, I'll be checking back in soon.